Alright, so in this video, I'm going to discuss two of the major benefits of the Mauritius residency and citizenship. How do you get to citizenship real quick? So I'm going to cover that, the fastest possible route. What I'm also going to discuss is something very important. How you get the permanent residency directly. And what is that one thing that expedites your path to citizenship? I'm going to discuss all these things. But before we discuss how you get the direct permanent residency or how you expedite to citizenship, I wanted to discuss the two main advantages. The first one is a favorable tax regime and financial flexibility. So Mauritius offers a highly advantageous tax system for its residents with no capital gains tax, no inheritance tax or estate duty, and a flat personal income tax rate of 15%, which can be reduced to 3% for certain global activities. And a lot of you guys watching have your affairs outside. You have a global setup, and that's where this does its magic when you schedule this correctly. My personal favorite advantages of Mauritius are the trust protections for the beneficiaries. There's some unique advantages for the right kind of people. That's another topic. I'm going to leave that for some other time. There is a major draw for high net worth individuals and retirees as it allows them to maximize their wealth without the burden of heavy taxation. For example, rental income from property investments is taxed at only 15%, and there's no restriction on repatriating funds, which makes it easy to manage international finances. So there's a lot of flexibility, there's a lot of freedom, there's less taxes, you can reduce your tax rate. So there's a lot at play here. So this is one of the major advantages of Mauritius. The second one is the direct route to permanent residency through affordable real estate investment. Now, what's the deal here, right? So what's the threshold? Now, if you purchase a property, a lot of people anyways want to buy property, and just buying a property in the right location can get you direct permanent residency, and it does in Mauritius. And here's where you put in 375k USD. Interestingly, this threshold is similar to the threshold of Mexico. Now, if you purchase property worth 375, 378k in Mexico, there too, you can avail the residency. Similarly here, if you put 375k in real estate, and then you can pretty much do whatever you want with this real estate. It's your property. You get direct permanent residency in the country. Now, if you look at the constitution, the way it's drafted regarding the fast track route to citizenship, it talks about a 500k in property investment. So let's say you're doing a 375k for permanent residency, bump it up by 125, and you're looking at something truly interesting. Now, that's what is drafted. In practice, does it really expedite your path to citizenship? Well, it could, but at the right amount. Now, I personally feel the 500k in property investment in Mauritius a sort of thing of the past. In today's day and age, you want to have at least something higher so that it creates a stronger impression for immigration. Again, that's a separate topic, but not everyone, not all of you guys watching have 375k to pump into a property and get this permanent residency. There are two other ways, and these two are my personal favorite ways of striking residency in Mauritius. And the first way is if you're over 50, you directly qualify for permanent residency, and there's an application fee that you pay and you qualify for a direct PR. This is a 10-year residency, indefinitely renewable for your lifetime. So you can keep renewing this, and that's it. You don't have to worry about anything. If you want to convert this into citizenship, there is a pathway to convert this into citizenship. So yes, it does lead to citizenship. The second way of qualifying for residency, if you're not 50, a lot of you are not 50. So if you're under 50, then you and your family can qualify for the Mauritius residency through a bank account opening. And this cannot be a personal bank account. This has to be a business bank account. And how much money do you need to have in that account? $50,000, and this is not a donation, this is not a fee, this is your money in your own business bank account. You put in the $50,000 and that allows you to obtain a residency. It's instead of a 10-year residency, this has got to be renewed every 3 years, and this also leads to citizenship. It's not a fast track citizenship like with the property, high value property purchase. This is a normal, regular pathway to citizenship. A lot of people, when it comes to Mauritius, jump up and down, citing it does not allow dual citizenship, blah, blah, blah. Now, that's what the belief system is, similar to the 500K for fast track naturalizations. The smart people go and do stuff, right? They follow the latest practical knowledge, and the bench warmers sit at home, listen to stuff, read stuff, and just keep blabbering the same nonsense. They don't actually apply for residencies. They keep hearing and thinking and worrying and worrying and worrying. You don't worry, you take action. So if you're talking about changing circumstances in your life, if you're talking about acquiring new residencies and citizenships, you got to take action. And that's why, if you are interested in striking this one or any other residency, click the link, book a call. We can discuss your questions, issues, get clarifications directly real time, and get you started on your pathway to the right citizenship. Doesn't have to be Mauritius, could include Mauritius, right? A lot of strategies have the Mauritian residency and citizenship as part of the play. Could be for you. Just got to discuss that and see where this fits. And Mauritius is not the only one, right? The other one that pairs beautifully with Mauritius. The biggest advantage of Mauritius is the safety, the beauty, the comfort that you have, right? So with your family, if you're spending any amount of time in Mauritius, it's going to be a beautiful time. It's going to be an amazing location. People go for vacations to Mauritius to have a nice time. Here, you're going to have your own sweet permanent residency without any physical presence really needed. So this could be a back pocket. It could be one that you kick in certain times of the year, so you and your family can enjoy the beauty of Mauritius. And when the right time comes, if you're interested, get the citizenship, get the passport, and that way you and your family has secured your future. This particularly pairs well with a residency like South Africa. That too is a dateless, lifelong, permanent residency. A lot of people, for functional purposes, for actual use, get the South African option. It adds legal advantages, legal protections to your portfolio. So if things or times go bad, you know you have South Africa in your pocket. One-time donation of 6,800 can seal the deal for South Africa. A dateless lifelong document is worth its weight in gold. If you want to learn more about the South African option, you can check this video out. And together, the South African and the Mauritius options actually get you two of the best residencies in Africa, and you can then conveniently change one of those residencies or both of those residencies to citizenship, so you don't have to worry about the residency permits. You already have the passport and you have closed the chapter as far as your African Plan B option is concerned. Now, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on all the latest developments within the RCBI and updates. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and catch you in the next one.